Question: do you struggle to get good sleep? Do you struggle to get to sleep? Or always feel tired when you're awake? Then this video is exactly for you. Hopefully some or all of these tips that I'm going to share in this video will help you get better sleep and actually feel more energized as a result. Hi, my name's Andy and welcome to Inspination. This is a channel dedicated to helping you with personal development, finance and personal finance, as well as business-minded videos as well. If you're interested in any of these topics or videos like this one, then please consider subscribing and also hitting the like button to let me know that you enjoy this video and help it get to other people. Plus, both of these things are free, so what do you have to lose? But at the end of the day, it is your choice. So it's up to you, whatever you want to do. Anyway, let's get on with this video. So the first thing we need to ask is why we need sleep in the first place. It seems very counterproductive and a little bit of a waste of time, but actually it's not, and here's why. Sleep is the only way that your body and mind can truly recharge. With good sleep, you will feel refreshed and alert and wake up feeling great. Sleep also helps your body, your physical body, to remain healthy and fight off diseases. Without enough sleep, the brain cannot function properly and your body is far more susceptible to illness. That's why doctors always prescribe rest, because sleep is the best form of medicine. Now we know why you need sleep. Here's some top tips that I've found that help improve sleep. Now, there are certainly many other top tips out there, so if you have a tip or trick to help you get to sleep and it really works, then please consider putting it in the comments section below so we can all help one another out and all get better sleep as a result. Now, the first tip is to reduce irregular sleeping by having a set bedtime and wake-up routine. Now, your body appreciates routine. Obviously, there are times when you are going to be awake later or earlier than planned, but this shouldn't become a regular routine for you. Not only does regular sleep schedule help increase the amount of sleep that you actually get, but it also improves the quality of your sleep. Your schedule should factor in around 6 to 8 hours of good REM sleep. So realistically, you're going to want to be in bed for about 7 to 9 hours to give yourself a chance of good, healthy rest. Also, the more consistent you can be, the easier it will be for you to fall asleep, wake up, get enough sleep, and more importantly, achieve REM sleep. By the way, REM sleep stands for rapid eye movement sleep and is vital for stimulating your brain in the areas essential for learning and retaining memories. So it is really important to have this in your sleep cycle. Also, useful things to note is to remove naps during the day or evening from your routine. This reduces the likelihood of insomnia when you actually come to bedtime. Also, make sure that you set a time to wind down for bed, as well as a wake-up routine before you start your day. This will help you get better prepared for sleep, but also prepare you for the day ahead as well. And even if you go to bed late, a top tip is to still wake up early. That way you don't break your routine too much and you don't end up slipping out of it and causing yourself to feel tired during the day. The second tip is to increase bright light exposure during the day and to reduce it as much as possible at night. Now, your body has a natural clock called your circadian rhythm. And this directly impacts your body, your brain, and your hormones and tells your body when to be awake and when to go to sleep. This means it's important to expose yourself to bright light as much as you can during the day and then remove this as much as possible, removing that bright light as much as you can at night to help you sleep. Now, a few things that you can do to help aid this are to stop using screens at least an hour before bed. So that includes phones, laptop, TV, etc. You can also use a sleep mask or block out curtains to reduce the bright light during the summer months. And you can also use a little trick, which is to dim the lights at night as much as you can before bed, and then turn on as many lights as you can when you wake up, and use maybe kind of natural bright light apparatus that you can buy online. And this will help trigger your circadian rhythm and get you feeling alert during the day and sleepy, and help you get better sleep at night. Tip number 3 is to remove factors that could wake you when you're actually asleep. Have you ever been woken up unexpectedly by something and felt tired and irritable? That's because your REM cycle has been interrupted, and we need REM sleep, as we said before, for better cognitive function. So it's best to find ways to reduce the amount your sleep is interrupted as much as you possibly can. So there are several ways you can do this. So visually, you can have blackout curtains or sleep masks. Audibly, you can buy earbuds. And then other factors, you can also use nasal spray and strips, as breathing through your nose rather than your mouth while you sleep is supposedly better for you and better for your sleep. You can also buy a more comfortable mattress and pillow to help you feel comfortable. And then also going to the toilet before you go to bed, rather than waking up in the middle of the night and having to go and pee, is a really useful tip as well. Tip number 4 is to not drink coffee after midday. Now, this might be quite difficult for some of you, as you might be avid caffeine drinkers, but hear me out here. Studies have shown that consuming caffeine up to 6 hours before bed significantly worsened sleep quality. Caffeine also has what's called a half-life, which means even after 6 hours, there is still caffeine in your system. It can actually take around 10 hours for caffeine to completely clear from your bloodstream, even if you don't really feel the effects of caffeine on your body. Your body still actually notices it. So depending on your scheduled bedtime, it is probably best to avoid drinking caffeinated drinks at least 10 hours before your bedtime, which for most people is around midday. But before midday, go at it, have 10 cups of coffee, whatever you feel like it. So tip number 5 is a very strange one, and it's called the pilot's trick. It's basically a way of relaxing your body and also relaxing your mind as a result. Your body and mind are connected. So it's an old pilot trick that they used to use when they needed to get some sleep before an early flight or a late flight, and their rhythm was all disjointed. So basically what they would do is they would tense up their legs and feet, and then let them go and feel relaxed and feel like they're sinking. And then they would do this all the way up their body until they got to their face, and they would relax their face. And by that point, it said that they would fall asleep completely. By that point, they would already got into the rhythm. And it's basically using a couple of things. So getting yourself into a good rhythm and routine, which we've been talking about, but also getting relaxed, which is another element of helping yourself sleep. So this could work for you. It may not work for you. There's not a lot of science to it. But if it works for you, it works. Then it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So take it or leave it. But it's an old trick that pilots used to use and still use to this day. So try it out, see if it works, and let me know if it does in the comments below. Tip number 6 is to keep your room temperature cool. Now, body and room temperature actually profoundly impact the quality of your sleep. When it's too warm, it's very difficult to get a good night's sleep. Some studies have actually shown that bedroom temperature affects your sleep quality even more than external noises. So the optimum temperature for the best sleep is around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 20 degrees Celsius for most people. Although it depends on your preference and your habits. So you could have it a little bit cooler, or if you're shivering in the covers, then you can have it a little bit warmer as well. But generally, a cooler temperature around this mark will help you actually get a better night's rest. So tip number 7 is to have a relaxing wind down bedtime routine, and also a energizing wake up routine. So have around 30 to 45 minutes wind down period before bed, and on the other side 30 to 45 minutes wake up routine as well. And you can mix and match these things to match your routine, whatever you go with. And I'm going to give you some ideas to help you find some sort of routine, but feel free to mix and match and add your own things in to your evening and morning routines as well. So at night, it may be best to dim the lights or do more relaxing activities, avoid using devices if you can. It can also help to write out your morning routine with things that make you get out of bed. It can also help to write down any things that are on your mind at that point so you remember them in the morning. You can also drink a warm, non-caffeinated drink, but generally only a small amount, probably like half a cup, so you don't need the toilet. And then the next thing is to go to the toilet before you go to bed. This will help you avoid any toilet runs during the night that can disrupt your sleep. You can also try stretching before bed. This is generally quite a good idea to do anyway in your life, but it really helps particularly before bed as it helps your body to relax. You can also try reading. People find that very, very helpful, I must say, as it reduces your blue light intake as well and is great for your mind. You can also use nasal spray, as we said before. This helps you to breathe better during your sleep. You can also use music playlists if you like music, or sleep sounds, relaxing rainforests or whatever that is. You can use one of those, and that really helps a lot of people. You can also review your day, and you can use what's called the rule of 3 as well in that. So, 3 things that you're thankful for, or 3 things that you're thinking about, and you can use that to help relax your mind. And any other routines that you have during the evening, so that can be kind of brushing your teeth or whatever it is, that just helps you get into a routine. Basically, the point is to create a good routine that helps your mind and body think about sleep before you even get to the pillow. And that way you can get to sleep faster and you can have a better sleep as a result. In the morning, you can use things like bright lights to wake you up in the morning. You can also drink water. Drinking water is a great way to wake yourself up. Do something that energizes you. For example, exercise is a great way to energize yourself and wake up your mind and your body. You can also look over your goals and write a diary entry for the day, and that will also help you to take stock and prepare for the day. And that's a great way to start your day. And another thing that you can also do is to do something called Eat the Frog, which is basically to do your biggest and most cumbersome task first, or the one that you don't want to do that first. For me, I don't really like cold showers, but I do cold showers. You don't have to do this, but it's really good for you. So I do that, and it just helps me get over that first hurdle in the day, and then I'm ready to attack all the other goals that I have for that day. So the 8th and final tip is to get regular exercise, but not just before you go to bed. So aerobic exercise causes the body to release endorphins. It also reduces sleep onset, which is the time it takes to fall asleep. It can also reduce the likelihood of sleep apnea, and scientists have actually found that roughly 60% of moderate to severe obstructive sleep apnea cases have been attributed to obesity. So actually, keeping yourself active and healthy is a great way to give yourself energy and help you sleep better. But I also said earlier that you should not exercise regularly before bed, and so probably the latest that you can work out or exercise before bed is around 1 to 2 hours before, and this should probably be low intensity. Make sure you do your high intensity stuff at the start of the day and the low intensity stuff at night, so for example walking, and this will help you relax your mind and body and help you get ready to go to bed. Anyway, those are all the tips that I have for you today. If you liked this and you would like more tips, let me know in the comment section below. If you also liked this video, then please consider giving it a like so we can get this video to more people and help more people get better sleep. Anyway, thanks so much for watching the video again, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day, and more importantly, have a good sleep. That was so cheesy.